Hey everyone, it's Daniel. In this video I wanted to show you how to create an ad on Facebook from the beginner's side. So how things look, how to choose an objective, how to start things, and a little bit about what your tactics should be. So let's begin. First of all, I would recommend you to go to www.facebook.com/business. You can write either business or ads. I think both work. Yeah, it just refers you to the business page. And then here you have the create an ad button. Now, depending on whether you've went to this page before or haven't, this is how it looks to me. Just clicking on the start over. If it doesn't show you this way, maybe you have to register. Just do that, but eventually you end up in this page. And on this page you are being required to choose an objective. So let's talk about the different objectives. I'll do it really quick. By the way, you should have next to each one of them just an explanation of what it is. In the awareness, if you have a local business, it can be very nice to brand awareness, to show it to people who are likely to interact or to just reach as many people as possible. By the way, the objective is for Facebook mainly, so they will know how to optimize your ad the best. They want to know what your desire is, so you can get maximum results and maximum performance. Okay, if you're, for example, telling Facebook that you'd like to drive traffic to your website, you'll simply tell Facebook that, okay, just drive me as many link clicks as possible. It is irrelevant if the clicks are of high quality. People are likely to also make a purchase later or sign up or follow you, or very low quality traffic from people who just like to click on things in Facebook. It just focuses on traffic. The engagement is about shares, engagement on the post, like comments, like likes, like paid likes. You'd like to tell Facebook to drive as much engagement to your ad onto your page. App installs is if you have an app, just tell Facebook that you'd like as many installs as possible from your audience side. Video views can be a very powerful tool, very cheap one, but you need a video. If you have a video for your product, you can promote it on Facebook and you can drive very cheap traffic from it, but you need a video, and you can't just copy another competitor's video because it is a copyright violation. A lead generation, if you'd like people to submit their contact info, like cell phone number, like email address, so you can get back to them with more info for the service you offer. Messages irrelevant at the moment. Conversions, conversions quite interesting because there are many different kind of conversions. There's a conversion for sign up. There's a conversion for purchases. There's a conversion for leads, like leaving contact info, like I said here. There's a conversion. Usually for e-commerce, the conversion will be for purchases, meaning that you'll let Facebook know that you'd like not just people who click, not just people who view your content, but people who actually click on the add to cart and then later buy it. Okay, catalog sales, store traffic. Again, there's many options. You can read about everything. Let's start with the conversions, for example, or you know what, simpler one will be just traffic. Let's do traffic sample. We'll leave the options like that. You can do split testing, which will mean that you'll have more than one ad that will be generated, and you can then later test which one works best. Budget optimization, let's just leave it like that. You can read more about it. Let's just click on the continue button. Now the ad set name, and by the way, you have three things. You have a campaign, you have an ad set, and you have an ad. The campaign is the largest one, between then the ad set and then the ads itself. So this is the campaign, this is the ad set configuration, and this is the ad. So the ad set is called IL 18 plus by default, because default is show it to Israel, which is the country I live in, and to people who are 18 plus. 18 is the age that is being set by default. So I will just leave it like that. Audience. I'm being asked first of all to select the country in which the audience is from. So I can, for example, do United States. And look how, on the right side, from 6 million people in potential reach, I'm being now... This is changing to 200 million people who are between 18 plus to 65 plus. Okay, I can delete the Israel and say to Facebook, okay, I would like to target only people from the United States. I can even click on that and say either exclude this location. Exclude this location. Only include cities, exclude cities, and so on. I can also let Facebook know that I like to target people between the ages of, I don't know, 24 to, for example, let's say 40. And look at that. This one changes every single time I'm updating the settings, because the potential reach changes. Instead, in addition to potential reach, which is about 100 million, I have the estimated daily reach results and the link clicks, because I've chosen an objective of link clicks. Remember that. And this is, of course, also being configured using the budget that I have. And the budget is a little bit down below. Here's the budget. This is 60 shekels a day. Shekel is the Israeli currency. So $1, one United States dollar in shekels is about 4 shekels. Okay? So this is about $15. The minimum for an ad set for a daily ad spend is $5, which is around 20 shekels. So let's just put it like that. And let's us return above, and you'll see now that the estimated reach is only 1,500 to 8,200, and the link clicks that they estimate I'll get is between 31 to 190. It is not a guarantee, but this is what Facebook estimates. I can tell Facebook that I like to only approach women that speak, I don't know, maybe Spanish, okay? So Spanish people in the United States who are women between the ages of 24 to 40, I will reach between 1,300 to 5,900. I have only 7 million people, 7.5 million. I can choose the interests of the people. I can close on the browse and see what I can filter by. For example, if I click on the interests and went to shopping and fashion and click on the shopping, you will see that I have people who've showed interest in online shopping, which can be a very nice idea. I'm not recommending that, but I'm saying this is an option. And in case you'd like to really learn about the different things you can filter by, I would advise you to click on the link I'll attach below that will include a cheat sheet from Facebook. Let me just show it real quick. So here's the cheat sheet, and you should really go over that. This is the best thing you can do if you're a starter. You can filter by everything in here. You can tell Facebook that you'd like to approach only women that showed interest in hotels or in cruises, or maybe even hair products, okay, if you're selling hair beauty products. So just go over that. I have a link for it, but let's continue. So let's say that I like to filter people who showed interest in online shopping. So I'm clicking on that. Look at that. It has 1,255,000, but it's without my previous filters. I'm sorry. So if I click on that, let's see. I now have 6 million people. It shows only people who are between these ages, this gender, this speaks this language, and of course showed interest in online shopping. I can narrow it even further. Click on the narrow and show another filter. Interest, let's say people who showed interest in dogs. I have over 300 million on that. But when going with the previous filters, I'm now at only 3 million people. This is the estimated reach. This is the link wicks. So it tells Facebook they need to show interest both in online shopping and dogs. I can do not narrowing, but adding here more stuff. If I would, for example, put the dogs in here, instead within the narrow audience section, look at that, I have more people. And why is that? This is because it tells Facebook either they need to show interest in dogs or on online shopping. And I can do a lot of things in here. I can do even cats. So instead of 6 million, I'll now have more. However, it shows 6. Not sure why, but it's either cats or dogs. I think that most people are just liking both of them. If I'll do, let's say, something really big, like apple. Let's click on the apple. Okay, now I understand. The reason it doesn't go over 6 million is because of the previous filtrations. For example, if I have 65 plus and 18 in here, and in gender all, and now I'll enter the apple, look at that, 23 million, and now, if I click on the apple, still 23, wonder why. Let's remove the Spanish, for example, do English, and now check out 150 million. Let's remove the apple and try. Okay, 140 million. So it added 10 million people once we added apple. If I remove the cats, it is still 140. If I remove the dogs, it is 130 million. So you'll understand, the more I enter here, the larger the audience. Let's further again. Okay, I can do again, narrate further, people who show interest in both Apple and in online shopping, and now I have only 24 million. I can save this audience for later use. I have the placement section in which I tell Facebook if whether I want them to select the placements for me, in which the ad will be shown, or to edit myself. And even though they say it is a recommended option to use the automatic placements, I would highly suggest you to not take their recommendation and to click on the edit placements and to just show it on the Facebook feeds. The reason is that the Facebook feeds are the most powerful ones from my experience, and from the experience I've heard from so many different people. The feeds are the most powerful ones. The feeds are just the normal posts. I like to call it, it's just a regular post on the feed page. If you'd like to show it on Instagram as well, Instagram is a very powerful tool. You can do that totally. But I would suggest split testing and doing it on another ad. So you'll know how the statistics are and you'll have everything organized separately. And if you'll need to do a change for Instagram, you will be able to do it. So you'll be able to do all the proper changes for the proper channel separately. If it's both for Facebook and for Instagram, you'll have a harder time editing it just for one platform. So I'm doing only the Facebook feeds. Now I have 21 million, and the daily reach and link clicks estimation was decreased. But don't worry about that. The Facebook feeds is just a lot more quality one. Okay, we want to show it there. But of course, it also depends on the product, on the type of business that you have. I'm talking for normal traffic objective campaign for a product for an e-commerce store. If you have videos, it can be on the suggested videos. It will be a great one, and I get the same goes for in-stream videos, so on. I can tell Facebook that I like to show it only on one type of system, like Android devices, iOS devices, so on. I can change the daily budget. I can do a lifetime budget, in which I'll tell Facebook, instead of just taking every single day $5, just take $40 and spend it however you like. Okay? I can do it like that. And I'll need to enter the start and end date. But I'll use the daily budget. Look at that. They tried to scam me again and to change it to 60. I don't want to spend 60. I want to spend 20, which is $5. On the optimization for ad delivery, I can tell Facebook what to optimize it from. At the moment, it's for link clicks. I can use different bid strategies. There's a manual bidding and automatic bidding. By default, it is for the automatic one. I can set a bid cap, but I would highly not recommend you to do so, especially at the start. I'll maybe talk about it later. It is a more advanced option, not for starters again. When you get charged, it's either for impressions or for link clicks. Doesn't really matter at the moment. This is just a beginner's video. I'll talk more about everything in later videos that I'll make. Ad scheduling, delivery type, just leave it like that, and let's click on the continue if everything is okay for the estimations, and if whether the estimations are in your what you've aimed for. If so, just click on the continue and we'll go into the ad step. On the ad step, you will need to select the business page. As you can see, I have several. You will be needing to select the format. You have the carousel, the single image, the collection. You have different types. Usually it will be a single image or video. Carousel is good if you have a whole bunch of products. Maybe if you'll do retargeting. If you don't know what retargeting is, we'll talk about it later. Don't worry yourself about it. Single video or image will be the most frequent one. Let's just select something from their free stock image so we can continue. Let's say this one. You have, by the way, all the recommendations for the sizes and how it should look like and on what formats. Here it how it will look in the mobile. Here it how it will look on the desktop. You will need to change everything. The text will be, for example, hurry up and buy our amazing, I don't know, gadget. Okay, let's say that we're advertising gadget, and as you can see, it was updated here. The website URL can be, I don't know, google.com. This is, of course, the web page that you'd like people to transfer to. And as you can see, it says now www.google.com. However, if you have a very long link, like, let's say a lot of websites will have a very, very long link, and you don't want them to show it, it also makes a problem here. Then you can do display link and just write www.google.com and leave a more clean one. Okay? This it says an error because there's no such web page. So let's just say, let's take our cheat sheet. Let's say that we're trying to advertise that. It will show only Google. However, it's a different site. Don't, of course, lie in here. Tell them it's Google and then direct them to eBay, because it will seem like a scam. It will be frustrating and it will make people not trust your brand. The call to action should be shop now if you're selling a product. Doesn't really matter what you choose, it will just direct them to the link that you've left. However, if they are going to buy, let them know at the start. So don't do listen now and then direct them to eBay, because they will be frustrated again, they will be confused, and they will most likely not purchase. So I'll do shop now. The headline will be amazing 50% off for the next several hours. Okay, this is the headline. The feed task will be available until next Sunday, for example. The Facebook pixel is a very important one, but I'll not talk about it in here. I'll talk about it in later videos. But this is how this whole thing looks like. This is the ad. This is on desktop. This is on mobile. By the way, I really like to choose this option and to send a notification to my Facebook profile. Then when I log into my personal profile Facebook, I have a notification with the ad, and then I can see how it really looks in a real profile personal page before I launch it. But if you'd like to launch it, you can click on the confirm in here. It will require you to fix the problems that you had. Required field is missing. The link field is required. I didn't leave a link. Where's the link that I've missed? Weird. I don't see it. Never mind for the moment. I'll just need to correct this one. Click on the confirm, and that's it. This is how an ad look like. This is how the page look like. This is how you enter it, and this is how you choose an objective. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next ones, and be sure that it will be a bit more advanced than this one. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next ones. Bye bye.